Oh my goodness.
Hello, Clancy.
What the frick? Not the red eyes, bro.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what.
Ooh, that red lens flare. All right, there's gonna be a bunch of mistakes in this because I'm uncut. All right, this is raw Jordan. I tried last time doing an uncut reaction, and it's just easier for me to make them and get them out fast. My goal is to do one every week on this channel. So this one has been very inspiring to me, this 21 Pilots video. It's crazy. So there's so much lore that goes into this. It's absolutely cracked, and I'll explain a little bit of it. This is actually my first time jumping into the lore, but we have this guy, Nico. So who the frick is Nico? Let me just show you really quick. This is according to my research. So Nico, according to 21 Pilots lore, is a key figure representing the manipulative and controlling aspects of Tyler Joseph's insecurities. So there's basically like this big city or a conceptual world called Trench, and it involves a city called Dema, which is controlled by 9 authoritarian bishops who enforce a religion called Vialism. And I'm pretty sure Nico, who's this evil bad guy, is the leader of the bishops. And so it looks like Clancy, who's the main character, is, I don't know, somewhere in the lore, Nico's coming to like invade his mind. And so he's like, oh frick, I'm in trouble. This is Clancy, main character. And so we're going inside of Clancy's mind. And then this is Josh, the drummer, but he's actually playing a character called, who's his character? His character is, I don't know. He's kind of, according to my understanding, he's kind of ushering Clancy through this world to try to get him to resist Nico and fight against this dystopian evil regime, essentially. So now he's like, it looks like he was maybe being controlled. We have a red eye. But so now he's realizing, oh, I'm in this weird world with a bunch of red eyes, and I'm gonna help usher Clancy through it. Okay, so now I just wanted to talk about this because of the filmmaking and the editing. It's absolutely incredible, and we're gonna go through it. But I just wanted to at least set the scene for the people that are 21 Pilots fans, and I'm trying to get into the world a little bit too. So that's kind of the vibe. And there's so much symbolism that I'm probably not gonna get, but let's talk about the filmmaking and editing for sure. Lots of VFX. Ooh! How are they doing these camera moves, bro? How are they doing this, like, nuts? Absolutely nuts. And the thing is, when you have, like, all this is done on a little sound stage with some smoke or haze, and then you can just have VFX in the background with all these people. And so this is like the only thing connecting these two shots right here. Like that shot's cut, and then we cut in the middle of this. VFX connects these two shots. So when you do that, you can actually start combining shots all over the place, because when you have a black void in the background, you can just move stuff all around, cut stuff together, and that's what they do right here. So we have like two shots in one right there. Bro, this is nuts. This video is literally nuts. Ooh, okay, so like I said, when you have a black void behind you, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can start masking, cutting stuff together so easily. And so we can easily do stuff like this, where we just keep zooming out forever because the background is black and he's just this little tiny dot. And so that's so fun to do in editing. I'm actually editing a music video right now that's gonna have a lot of black void stuff. And so that'll be pretty fun. Again, there's a huge like symbolism of repetition in here. And I actually don't know what that means. I think there was a Reddit that I had up about it. We're gonna forget it, but we can start to see how it's starting to creep in, like his psyche, like whatever he's dealing with in his mind. We can just duplicate those shots, move it over, add a little blur, a little chromatic aberration, and put it on a blend mode, and you can start getting a duplicated effect like that. We can do that in post. Ooh, dude, the editing is so good in this. There's so much to talk about. This is gonna get nuts. So lots of spinning. We're probably on some kind of like Ronin, some kind of gimbal. But look at the background here. So it looks like we kind of cut out and rotoscope out our boy Clancy in the story, and then Josh in the background is just getting absolutely destroyed by turbulent displace, which is an effect that kind of makes it all warbly. And you know it's getting all stretched out and weird. That's gonna be a very common effect in this video. And it matches so well with the lyric My Hallucination. So we're not putting effects in randomly, we're putting effects in at points of the song during lyrics that actually make sense. That effect too, that duplicating effect. Oh, that's so good. I don't even know how to do some of this stuff, bro. This is freaking sick. So this is After Effects, or you could do this in DaVinci Resolve in the Fusion tab. But you basically just take a shot and you duplicate it over and over and over and over again, and you put it in a 3D space, and then you fly a virtual camera through all of the shots. So we have a ton of just repeated shots, fly the virtual camera through, and then we, end in on this shot, and then we fly backwards. And we match camera movement because we have a virtual camera that we've created, and now we can match the camera movement in and out. Okay, now that's like a zoetrope type effect. So if you look at like the old, like, I forget, I mean, they're basically zoetropes, but if you have like one picture at a time of a horse running, one frame at a time, and you spin this zoetrope, it'll actually look like the horse is running, like so. And that is kind of what we get here, because it looks like it's like his face is spinning around really quick. So if we frame by frame, how do we actually do this? Basically, it looks like we have kind of duplicated the frames. We have a little bit of a lens distortion effect, so his face looks a little bit wider and fatter on the outside, and then we just add a motion blurred version of him on a blend mode in between, and we just keep. There might be some kind of After Effects frame by frame, but that's pretty much it. I might try that. That looks so sick. Ooh. Bro, just holding on this shot with the camera's literally attached to the mic, so it kind of like, maybe, is it attached? It looks very close, at least. Yeah, it's not like perfectly attached, but the camera's like pretty much mounted on the mic, and he's just like going crazy. And just holding on that shot with that much camera shake, that much intensity, feels better. Like if we were cutting a ton, I don't know, I just wouldn't like this moment as much. I love the choice to just hold right here. Ooh! And just go right back to it. Oh, dude, look at this stretching effect. This is so popular right now. So definitely figure out how to do this and use it. It looks like it could almost be VFX, but it's pretty simple. You just basically take this pixel, the right side, you create a mask, and then you just start stretching it out. I don't actually know how to do this because I haven't done it recently, but you can, you can actually even just animate the scale parameters and just scale. You can actually detach, like usually it scales like normally, but if you detach the height and the width, you could just scale the width instead of the height, so it actually stretches it out like that, and then just keyframe it. But their effect looked a little bit better than that. They probably did it a different way with VFX. Dude, the black void is so good. Yeah, so they're adding all kinds of blurs, chromatic aberration. That's kind of like that rainbowy look. There's actually not too much rainbow in there, but with this blending shots together. Oh, dude, this is so sick. I gotta learn how to do this. I'm so inspired by this. So my goal here, honestly, is to just find, at least on this channel, is to find stuff that's really inspiring me. We're probably gonna do a bunch of like VMA stuff too. This was in the VMAs for Best Rock Video, I think. There's some editing. A bunch of the stuff I've already done is also VMA nominated. But I just wanna kind of show off what's been really inspiring me. This video is so dirty, bro. Oh, this could be a long video. I hope you're in for it. Dude, look at this. How do they actually do this? So again, this is like similar to the Zoetrope thing where like, I think this is the normal shot. And then we took one version of the shot, duplicated it, added a directional blur on a blend mode. So there we go. That's one shot. Duplicated this right here. Another shot, duplicated it again, and just added more of like a radial blur, and it looks like it's a different section. The exposure's a little bit bigger. They scaled it up, so I think this is literally one shot duplicated 3 times, so there's 4 of them, and then you just animate them across. That could be one way to do it. I don't know exactly how they did it, but that's so sick. Okay, now I'm a drummer, so I love watching my boy Josh drum, and if we listen to the beat right here, it's like boom boom ka. So like on the kicks, it sounds like they're actually just intercutting him just sitting there like this with him actually drumming, and so it almost creates like a weird match cut matched to the beat. So he's just sitting, playing, sitting, playing, sitting. It's so sick. So that makes me think they probably have a motion controlled camera rig because they were able to do the exact same camera move, and it was crazy. And they, cut 2 takes together, one where he was playing, one where he was not playing. Was that glitched? Look at this. Okay, so they just, bro, this is so slow-mo. Look at how the hi-hat is just like warbling. That is sick. And then they just did a reverse. So they played one, they took like a couple frames, played it, copied, pasted it, reversed it, played it, and then copy, paste it, reverse it. So it kind of creates like a little like really quick. Oh, that's so dirty. Okay, somebody pointed out, I don't know if this has to do with the lore, but he throws this up and the cable is in a noose. That's dramatic and not good. Interesting. This is so dirty. Bro, how do they actually do this? No idea. AI, VFX, no clue. This kind of has a weird like warbly look to it, which is kind of reminiscent of AI to me. But I'm sure they used VFX as well to make it actually work and come together. Lots of times you still have to use both if you try to use AI. And now, I think also in addition to some of the duplication that they did in post, you can also have like prism lens filters that will actually create 2 images. And they kind of looks like they started to use stuff like that here. Like this definitely looks like a lens filter. Oh. This video is so, bro, this video is so sick. Look at these images. Okay. There's a ton of duplication. I want to figure out what it is. I want to find that little Reddit thread I was on. Let me look at my history. Okay, let's see. 21 Pilots, lore catch-up. Oh, wait. What is this called? Contract? Symbolism? Symbolism? Yeah, okay, here we go. I think this was it. Maybe that's not it. There was something that was really good. Basically, it says that the contract is a commitment potentially to their fans, to their music, or even a personal promise to overcome health struggles. So he's kind of in this battle where he's having an internal conflict against inner demons, represented by Blurryface. And Josh's character is, he's called the Torchbearer, and he's trying to, like, you know, he's linked to the idea of hallucination, and he's trying to get Clancy's character to stand up against his inner demons, to stand up against Nico. So as we continue, I wonder what the duplication means too. Let me see what that actually means. Contract duplication symbolism, because there's a ton of that. Oh yeah, this is the Reddit I was looking for. Okay, so there's so many duplication, like, all throughout. What does that actually mean though? So is it, I guess potentially it could be, so if it's themes of control or influence, like somebody else's, like maybe the outside world or external forces are influencing our minds, it's hard to be genuinely creative. Everything starts to look the same. Everything starts to be like copies of each other. So the idea of contract duplication could be interpreted as Clancy's inner struggle against the system, against Dema, being forced into agreements that may not align. Oh, baby, bro. And also 21 Pilots, I think they are Christians, but they don't really make Christian music, which I really appreciate. And they just have great themes in their music videos about standing up for what's right, against standing up against the system. And I think that's really represented here. This has been a little bit confusing, so I'm sorry if you're like, Jordan, this uncut video is like not working for me because you're a little bit all over the place. It's true. But I was mostly just really inspired by the filmmaking. But then when I looked into it, I was like, shoot, this video is super deep actually. So I kind of want to get into it and figure everything out.
I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
Oh no. Okay, so we have all these like dust particles floating around for a while in this music video, starting, yeah, somewhere around here. So we have all this particle stuff. Most of it's probably VFX. And we find that out right here because he gets to stop it. So he reaches out, psh, snaps, and all the particles just freeze. Oh, that's so freaking sick. And I'm pretty sure, like, in the lore, I think Clancy does have some kind of like telekinesis or some kind of superpower. I don't know if that's exactly it, but oh my gosh. This reminds me sort of, I think it's a White Stripes music video. Where is it, bro? I gotta find that thing. White Stripes triangle music video. Which one is that? Yeah, bro, that reminds me of this. Look at this thing. Very, very similar, except we just reversed it and it's a circle and not a triangle. So freaking sick, dude. Oh, And the matching of the camera movement, of the spinning. Oh, dude, that is so fire. So that you just need a motion control camera rig and some masks, and that's all you need to do for this guy. Just a consistent spin. Oh, Franklin's joining us. Ooh, the slow motion, bro. Contrast creates focus. The reason they hung on this slow motion shot for so long is because once you cut back to that full speed, it feels so much more impactful when you're just on this bullet time slow mo right here. Just so long. Ooh. Dude, who directed this? It's so good. This is so good. Sorry. Franklin opened the door and invited himself in. Okay, I know the pedals represent something. I don't know what it is yet. Now this is what I'm talking about. I think this is, oh, this might be on. This is the exact same effect you could get with one of these lenses, with like a prism effects lens. But this looks like they just duplicated him a bunch of times. But having that blurriness in the foreground helps so much. They disappeared. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, back into the story. He gets a jacket. Ooh, okay, so our boy is giving him a jacket. I think he's kind of giving him a weapon. He's giving him some armor to fight back against the system. So before he was like really struggling with bro like holding his face. Like he's not doing well. And then at the end here, he comes out of his mind, comes out of like just this wrestling with his inner demons, and looks like he's ready to fight back. Ooh, that's fire, baby. That's fire. All right, I'm also not doing dance therapy because it takes too long and it's weird when it's not cut. So sorry about that. Okay, if you want to learn more about how to make an editing career be awesome, check out the video in the description. God bless you. Peace.